What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a long time since I have made a video, and I apologize, but I have been extremely busy at work, and I have gotten nothing done on the truck because when I'm not working, I'm working on the house. So, about 2 weeks ago, came up with the idea. I asked my dad, I'm like, hey, can I bring the truck over to the garage so I can actually work on it this winter in heat where most of the tools are? He said, yeah. So last week I was able to move the truck over here, and then today I have the motor and everything with me, and I still have the trans and heads and a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff that I got to bring it over. But we are getting everything over here so we can actually start working on it. What's real cool is his friend John decided, or is going to be cool enough to wire it for us. So, like you saw in the previous video, it's gutted. There's nothing, there's a small body harness left, and a couple things for the headlights and taillights. We're finally going to make some progress on this. I got some parts finally showing up. It's been a mess trying to get parts for these things. I don't know if you guys know, but Colorado's are an SOB to build. Okay? They have no aftermarket parts for it. You have to outsource everything. Just like how I kept telling everybody I was going with the 5-lug Crown Vic spindles. Yep, nope. Instead, we threw a 2-wheel drive hub on there, and it's still 6-lug. It was too much to try to get the negative camber out of the top A-arm. So we just said, screw it. I'm going to run the 6-lug. I'm going to find a cheap set of smaller wheels, or 15-inch wheels. Run a tire on it, and then, yeah. There's just no aftermarket parts for these, so that's why it's taking me so long to get anything done. It's not like an S10 where Motion Race Works, Chassis Engineering, you name it. Any big chassis shop or any big company has parts for it. They're just not out there for the Colorado. So we're gonna make do with what we have. We're gonna throw it together. It should go together fairly quickly. Probably gonna come over to this week, or no, I gotta work this week, and so next week I'm gonna drop the motor and make sure the motor mounts are all lined up. Get the trans in so I can get a cross member started on that. Gotta order a harness. The motor's gonna have to come back out so I can throw the cam lifters, throw the bottom end back together, all new gaskets and stuff. And then we're just gonna move along with it. I think I'm just gonna drop the fuel tank in it, throw a fuel cell in it, get his buddy John to wire this whole thing up, and then just miscellaneous stuff after that. I'm sure you guys know, putting the car together. It's always stuff. But the cool thing is if we get this done early enough. So my dad had bought a 9-inch for that, which I haven't really went over that thing yet. I mean, he just got out of surgery. He had hip surgery today, so I can't start it. I can't do anything. Honestly, didn't even realize how torn apart it was right now. But that 9-inch was for this. Well, he ended up going with a Fab 9-inch that we are getting to go get cut down. So if everything goes well and we can get this truck running soon enough, I'm gonna throw it in this. It shouldn't be that hard. That's just bare. I'd have to get a center section and everything, but I'm either gonna throw it in there before I even run it, or I'm gonna see what the stock we're running will hold. I haven't even opened up the diff on this. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's welded together. I don't know what gear is in it. I don't know. All I know is those 28-inch pros that are for that are the same size as those. So I know a 28 will fit. We're just gonna have to see. One day I will come over and make a little video on this thing. I guess I've said before, it's dirty. He's been doing bodywork and stuff. It is a 67 Camaro. It does have, a big block in it with a couple kits. It's a chassis car. He built the whole thing right here, so he's put a lot of work into it. It just needs to be finished up really quick. But he's cool enough to let me take up a whole spot in his garage that's heated so I can work on this. So hopefully I can get him to give me some help. We're going to get rid of this bed. I think I'm just going to buy a new bed because it's destroyed and looks like complete garbage. So we'll start moving. But for right now, I'm going to get the motor out of the truck. get it back on a stand, and then I'll get back with you guys. All right, guys. So we're back. Got the motor out. Got the trans over here. This is the transmission that I picked up for I think like $75. I have no idea if it works. I'm literally just using it for mock-up. I have another 400 at my house. That's gonna go to the trans guy here shortly. I'm probably gonna contact him here next day or two and see when I can drop it off. Just let him start working on it over winter. The motor, I just found out. I was just at the house. I got, what was delivered? A bunch of ARP bolts. There's a box of stuff. A bunch of ARP bolts, lifters. I'm pretty sure the cam showed up. Just simple stuff like that I can get. At least the lower end. Oh, and gaskets, timing, chain cover gasket, oil pan gasket. Oh, the oil feed that goes on the side of the block right there for the turbo showed up. So I can get that on there. I have decided, I don't know if I mentioned it, I'm going to go with a Precision 7675 on this and run a BTR Stage 2 turbo cam. I'm just going to go with that just because I know it works. I got buddies who have ran similar setups, similar turbos, maybe not the Precision, but they've ran very similar setups and they're very happy with their numbers. So I think I'm just going to go with that route. So rather than ordering the cam from TKM, which was a little more expensive, and there's real no dyno numbers out there, and they don't give any specs on it, which I don't like. I understand if there's a custom cam ground specifically to my motor, like what's in that, but it's not. It's an off-the-shelf cam, and I don't know what the specs are, and they won't give them. So, and there's no dyno numbers out there, so I don't know if this is exactly what I want, so I'm just going to go with something that I know, a BTR cam. I am on the lookout for a Holley high ram. If I can get that, that'll be cool. So hopefully here for long, I will get back with another video of me putting this thing together. The motor's just gonna sit on the floor for now because I haven't decided yet. I gotta look to see what came in. I'm either gonna put it together to where the short block is completely together, and then possibly throw the heads on it and call it good and slap it in there, and then it doesn't have to come back out. Or it might just sit there and then get thrown in without the cam lifters, without anything in it. That way I can get the trans cross member mocked up, make sure my motor mounts work. I gotta order headers. I'm just gonna go with the Flowtech up and forward headers. We're gonna run the exhaust out the passenger side. But I do want to get in here and clean all this up. There's a lot of garbage and gunk built up on the cross member, and just repaint the frame, and I gotta patch some of these holes. I want to paint all of this probably black anyways. I'm pretty sure I gotta get rid of this tray. And then another thing, I gotta get a radiator, which my dad said there's one up there that came out of our C10. I don't know if it'll work though. I'm either gonna try it or I'm just going to get a stock one. From what I heard, a lot of people that run Colorados just run a stock one even with an LS swap, and it's normal operating temps for an LS motor and the 200. So I might just run that because you can get those fairly cheap. I know on Facebook Marketplace there's a brand new one on there for like $60. There's that. I got to get a bunch of fuel line. I got to get a bunch of AN line for the trans cooler, which is going to go underneath the truck, which my dad actually has an extra one hanging there that he said I can have. So I got that stuff. That's going to go underneath the truck because, like I said, there's no exhaust running underneath there. There is an exhaust right now, but I'm going to can that. There's not going to be the fuel tank underneath it. Going to drop that. I just got to see if there's anything in it because they did already cut into the bed to put a new fuel pump in it. This bed is shot. I mean, so I found a guy who's willing to sell me a 2 doors white, a bed and a tailgate all for $400. I just gotta pull them. So I'm tempted to just do that, and then worry about the rockers and cap horns after I get it running. I mean, it's not gonna be pretty, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, like I said, it's over here now. I'm gonna be able to work on it. He just had hip surgery, so I'm gonna be out here alone a lot working with it. So come over here after work, days off, knock out some little stuff here and there, do what I can by myself, and we'll see how far we can get. Like I said, the goal plan is it's not gonna leave this garage until it's running. I don't even want to bring it back to my house until I can drive it into my house and park it. So we're gonna get moving on this finally. I promise. I know I've said that in the last couple of videos, but we're gonna get moving on it. So if you guys are into this kind of stuff, I know there's not many Colorados around. It's all S10, so subscribe to the channel, give me some likes, and hopefully turn this thing into like a 5-second in the eighth. You know, I don't, honestly, I'd be happy if it runs a 10 in the quarter, maybe a 9. Turn it up a little. If it goes, it goes. So I'd appreciate if you guys gave me a like and a subscribe, and stick around. This will be a fun one. So have a good one, guys. Later.